Headphones, he always hits the table.
Hi, this is Terry Parsons.
And I'm Craig Hilliard.
And Steve is not here right now.
Because he's been kidnapped by aliens.
But if you'd like to hear the best in blues...
From the Mississippi Delta...
to the Great White North...
tune into the Blind Lemon Blues.
Every Monday, 9 to 11 p.m.
on 93.5 CHMR FM.
Are you looking for a place to have your next social function, business meeting, get-together? Maybe there's a wedding in your future. Why not check out the Knights of Columbus on St. Clair Avenue? For all your questions and pricing, please contact Trish at 726-1452.
Hey everybody, this is Astronautilus and you're listening to CHMR 93.5, your only alternative.
You're listening to 93.5 CHMR FM, and this is The Aperture, a weekly hour-long discussion of all topics of geek culture. I am one of your hosts, Rory DC.
And I'm the other, Adam the Porch Knight.
And I'm here again, Penny, the roving reporter, Comic-Con correspondent.
There we go.
Yes.
All right, this is getting down to a science now. This is perfect.
Did you see any? I know you saw. What other besides Doctor Who and Doctor Who, Hannibal, and Sandman? Did you see any other panels?
Yes, I did. I saw panels every single day that I was there. The coolest thing I think that I experienced that I wasn't expecting to was that, you know, for some of the things that I wanted to see, they were later in the day. So I would line up in the morning to get into the room, and I'd stay there all day and not leave because I wanted to make sure that I saw what I wanted to see. So I saw a lot of panels I wasn't expecting to. And so many cool things happened. Like, I really have the feeling that no matter where you go in this convention, you will see something incredible. And that's really how it felt. Like, I sat through a Phineas and Ferb panel for something else that I wanted to see, and it was amazing. It was a room full of children and their parents.
I love Phineas and Ferb.
It was, and it was awesome. And they showed us a clip of the...
Perry. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen like 50 episodes. I've seen a good chunk of the episodes of that show.
It's a great show. It really is. They showed us a clip of the...
What's it called?
Phineas
and Ferb.
It's on Disney.
I've never even heard of it. Is it good?
It's really
It's
cute.
pretty good.
Oh,
It's
cool.
Besides Gravity Falls, is the best thing that Disney's produced in years.
Agreed. Yeah.
Do you watch Gravity Falls?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
It's really cute.
we'll talk about that after.
Okay. But it was... Yeah, they showed us the clip of the Marvel episode that they're doing. It's a crossover with all the Marvel superheroes, now that Disney owns everything.
It was Spider-Man, Hulk, Thor, and Iron Man.
Yep. And it was awesome. And then they showed us, kind of like they teased us that they're doing a Star Wars crossover as well, which looks super cool. But in the Q&A portion of the panel, the first question to be asked, a little boy got up, and this was probably my favorite thing that happened all convention. A little boy, and he couldn't have been older than 7. He got up and he said, the clip you showed of the Marvel episode looked super harsh because there were no girl superheroes. And the place went off. And they were like, I'm so glad you said this. And everybody in the whole room was just like, yes, I agree, this is amazing, I can't believe you said this. And the showrunners, I can't remember their name, one of them's name, I think, is Swampy. And he was just, I'm so glad you said this because, you know, the girls in our show, Isabella and Candace, you know, that's exactly what they say. They say, you know, no girls showed up, and then they end up saving the day. He goes, and we definitely addressed that in the show, and I was so, so impressed. It was brilliant.
Absolutely.
And just so many unexpected things like that happen.
And it's nice when when people like that respond to accountability too.
Yeah.
I think that's you know, that's a good sign actually.
It
I
was
like
brilliant.
that.
My respect skyrocketed, you know?
There was I think they were planning on making a Disney was planning on making something. It was some sort of superhero after like Marvel had you know, they've been bought by Disney.
Sure.
And I think it might have been like Captain Marvel. They were going to give her a bigger role in it. Disney was like, no, because nobody can relate to a female super. I'm like,
whatever. I don't think anybody understands how much I love
100%.
Captain Marvel. I'm obsessed with Carol Danvers. She's my favorite in the world.
Yeah. Miss not appearing in the next Avengers.
Don't talk to me.
So did you see? Besides, what was the panel after Phineas and Ferb?
Oh, I wrote it all down. I will look. Let me see. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the new show.
Oh, right on,
And
yes.
that was awesome. And Sean Astin is one of the voices, and I had no idea, so I
Yep.
got to see Sean Astin, which
There
was
we
really
go.
cool.
He's great.
He was. I was about 10 feet away from him, and it was awesome.
He does Raphael, I think.
I think he does, yeah. I think
really?
you're right.
Oh.
And it was super cool. And, the coolest thing was, and I keep saying that, but everything was the coolest thing, was, now I'm interested in this. I'll probably go home now and I probably will watch both of these shows, which I didn't before because, the best thing about seeing people who run, shows and comics and, cartoons and things like this is hearing them talk about how much they love it. And
Yeah.
to me, like, if I have no experience with something, but you sit down and you tell me how much you love something, I'll understand. And that will make me
Yeah.
want to go experience it. And the biggest time
Except
that
for
I...
Nazis.
Yeah, no. Let's not even go there. But
Who's gonna really sit you down though, and like have a heart to heart about how much they really enjoy Nazis? Probably nobody.
somebody who belongs in jail, I'm going to say.
Yeah, probably no one who's gonna be talking to any of us. Though.
Not what I would ever associate myself with, no. But one of the panels that I sat through, again to wait for something else, but I'm so glad that I did, was it was a DC day, and
Yeah.
for anybody who knows me, I really don't know anything about DC. I'm a Marvel girl through and through. So it was really interesting for me to see this other side of things, and one of the things that they were teasing us was in September it's going to be Villains Month. And I thought it was such a cool idea that they showed us covers of issues that are going to be coming out. There was Superman, Detective Comics, and Flash, I think. And then the villains had taken over, and they were standing in front of the superheroes, had crossed out the title, and wrote in stuff like Poison Ivy #1, Bizarro #1, Dread #1. It was amazing. And I just loved the way that it looked and how it worked. And, a lot of the DC people or DC fans that I've spoken to aren't even excited about it, but excited me. So I think it's interesting because they're targeting a different audience, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. Because,
Actually, this is something really interesting. Actually, just generally about Comic-Con, as someone who didn't go myself, but obviously saw the videos about it and whatnot. I have to, given what I do, given that I get on the radio and talk about this stuff, and I
Yes.
get on the podcast and talk about it there.
Yep.
I have to sort of sit on this kind of news, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, the big things in terms of television were Comic-Con,
Right.
and the Emmys.
Yes.
And
God,
like the thing about it is, I was more excited from what I saw of at Comic-Con to watch new shows that I hadn't seen before than I was seeing Emmy-nominated shows
Yep.
that I haven't seen before.
Yep.
He's wrong.
Because the
nominees,
no, the
yeah.
nominees are. But like the thing of it is, right?
Can we talk about how Tatiana Maslany was not nominated? Because
Yes,
I'm
we can.
rotted.
Yes, we can.
She deserves all of the awards.
And I
she
also-
deserves an award for every clone.
Well, this is the thing. The Emmys, they've totally lost all credibility
They
with
have.
me. That I didn't turn on, Google and look onto the Emmys and be like, oh yeah, I need to start watching Big Bang Theory again. It's nominated. It's clearly good. It's awful.
No, it sucks.
It's gone totally down. I don't know how that happened, by the way, just on the side. But yeah, Tatiana Maslany, who's phenomenal.
Brilliant.
She's so good. That show is so good.
I know. I haven't even seen it yet, and I know how
What,
good
really?
it is.
Oh,
Yes.
watch it. It's so good.
Everybody I know is obsessed
What
with
show
it.
is
I've
it?
seen
Orphan Black. It's
And I've-
awesome.
It's on BBC Canada.
It's on BBC America, yeah?
Oh, BBC America. Yes, it is.
And I think it airs on like Space or something as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and like that show sets and while I won't actually get into why I'm talking, because this is something we were talking about the other day
Yes,
with reference
exactly.
to something that's relevant to us.
Yep.
This show sets a precedence for other more complex storylines.
Exactly.
Which is delightful.
It
They-
is.
they-
It's so nice to see. It's like, thank you very much. Now we can do other things like
yeah,
this.
they
you know?
really push the boundaries.
Absolutely.
And that's delightful to see. Go Canada.
Yes.
Did you see anything about? I think it's you. Did you like District 9?
Yes, I love this.
Did you see anything about Elysium while
I
you were at Comic Con?
Didn't really.
Okay, because I didn't hear a lot about it. Because I use IGN to get a lot of my news.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see anything about it on IGN, so I was just wondering if there was anything there. You think it would be since it's coming out next month?
You'd think, but a lot of things like that you think would be so teased, it didn't show up at all. Like, nothing was talked about the new Star Wars. Not a thing. That was deliberately left out, so...
I think we're going to get a big Star Wars next year.
Probably.
This is the thing about J.J. Abrams.
But they didn't even talk about it, you know what I mean? Like, we had a panel on Helix, which hasn't even started filming yet.
Yeah.
From the creators of Battlestar Galactica, and they teased it a little bit, and it looks interesting, but like...
What's it about?
It's going to be viral, I think. It's a virus that spreads, and it's going to be sort of like contagion, sort of kind of like that, but apparently it's very intricate, and like things that happened in the first episode are going to link up to the last episode. It's from the creators of Battlestar Galactica. It does look interesting. They are filming in Montreal, and they start this week. I do have hopes for it, but I mean, again, I know very little because they have nothing done on it yet.